I'm kind of experiencing a midlife gaming crisis. Hey guys, welcome back to your favorite beer podcast, Stout and Lager. I'm your host, Stout, and I'm here with our wonderful co host, Lager.
Hello, guys. And Stout and Lager is a beer podcast that we like to rate lots of beers or alcohols and talk about different topics that we come to our minds every week. And why is today so special, Stout?
Yeah, I was gonna say with that little intro, you made a little change, which kind of hints to what we're doing today.
Right, yeah. We had to amend our
Yeah.
mission statement.
So
to
today
fit-
we have a special different one. We actually are doing Truly some Truly lemonade ones, some hard seltzers.
Yeah. Hard seltzers. Yeah, so people probably be asking, like, man, why they didn't start with the seltzers White Claws? And it's like, I feel like Trulies have more of a sentimental value for us. I'll be honest.
Yeah, they're near and dear to our hearts for sure.
Because personally, when the whole hard seltzers craze happened, I feel like a couple of years ago, right? Like I never really liked White Claws that much, so I really wasn't drinking them that much. They were showing up at parties, but for when we were hanging out, I would buy the Truly lemonades because to me, if it felt like they were more tasty, or you could taste more of the juice rather than the White Claws back then.
Yeah, they were definitely more flavorful. I feel like White Claws were like it was like a slight flavor of whatever taste I guess they were going for, but with the lemonade ones and all the other ones, they definitely had more taste.
Yeah, although I could then we tried to branch off from the lemonade to like the other ones, right? Because there were like fruit punch, Truly fruit punch. There are Truly's teas, I think, and I didn't like that much. I think the fruit punch had too much sugar or too much sweet, and the teas were like I don't know, too much like iced teas. I didn't like those.
Yeah.
Truly's though are the best ones for me. Truly lemonades.
Yeah, I think
Although
they had the margarita ones. That was another one that I liked. They had margaritas, the original like White Claw, I guess, competitor, which was just like hard seltzer with flavors. And the fruit punch, I agree, was too sugary. I think lemonade is still a little bit more like I feel like for the most part, all of the Trulies are more sugary than White Claw. So I guess if you're not really into sugar, that's might not be your thing. But I think the lemonade is a good balance between flavor and sugar.
Yeah, I know we something else. One of my favorite memories of drinking Trulies were when we go to the beach a lot back in college. We would pack the cooler with a 12-pack Corona bottles and then Trulies lemonades.
Good
Those
times.
were the two goes. Because you need like that beer, the ice cold beer, and something fruity for the beach. But
good old
yeah,
days.
so we're starting. Yeah, good days. We're starting today with the new Trulies, actually. The Truly bolder flavors. And we're starting with the original lemonade. I'm opening it right now.
Oh, I also just opened it. I haven't been sipping.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Take that, 100 calories juice. Now, I do have to preface that I definitely think that the original lemonade is the worst. What
Yeah, I don't really like this flavor, to be honest. I think there's new flavors though, right? Because there was watermelon, pineapple, strawberry, and original.
There were.
I think in the past, strawberry and original were there, but I'm still not sure about the other two. What were you saying? You said black cherry?
It was a black cherry and a mango. Those were the two other flavors before.
That sounds correct. Yeah.
And those were good. Mangoes were good. Cherry, strawberry were amazing. It's just the original just feels too boring, or compared to the other flavors, And I didn't like the lemonade flavor that much. I like the fruit with lemonade. I like strawberry lemonade. The mango lemonade. Those are good. But yeah, I told Stout that we were going to start with the original one because we got to build up.
Out of the way,
Get the worst out of the way, and it's always so funny. All their hangouts. We always were left with the originals.
Yeah.
Those are the last ones to go out.
It's not it.
It's not it. It's just too acidic, too sour. But I'll drink it. I still prefer from the original White Claws, but
Yeah. But yeah, moving on from the intro. What have you been up to this week, my dude?
this week, actually, I feel kind of bad saying it, but like I definitely was more of a, I say, it, office nut. I guess maybe I don't know what you call it, but I was stealing stuff that actually 2 weeks ago I started doing in my own Nuzlocke because I used to do that a lot. That's how I learned about it. Like now we're doing it together. I started my own Emerald Nuzlocke, and that shit was so hard because Emeralds. I don't know. It just the beginning of the game is always the toughest part for any Nuzlocke. I feel like because you're limited in resources. You're limited on Pokemon. You really don't have any choice really on what your team is, and I just kept getting destroyed, and so I had to just blast through the beginning. But I was able to beat it finally last week, and now I start. Yeah, no.
Sounds like you're preparing for the next Nuzlocke ones whenever we beat Black and White.
To be fair, like having that run, the first attempt die at Sherrod, or not really. That was like of all the deaths I had, I was like, oh, I need to get better. I need to get less rusty.
You're grinding.
Yeah, I was kind of grinding. I was like remembering what to watch out for, what to do, like to do that. So like I kind of wanted to like train up for that. Have my training arc while we're waiting to record again.
I feel you.
Right now I'm doing a platinum Nuzlocke. Right
Nice.
now again, that's a fun one. That platinum Nuzlocke, I also had to repeat like 3 times. It's just like the thing that was crazy. I was facing off against a Gardevoir at level 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
That spam double team. No.
Oh, you're getting double teamed, huh?
Yeah, he spammed double team and then just started going for confusion. And double team, like is increased the evasiveness, so I couldn't hit that bitch at all.
So you got double teamed and then confused. I like it.
Yeah, I got confused. And then the thing that's crazy, that was one attempt, right? And it was in a trainer school. And I go do the next attempt, and it is the same Gardevoir.
Damn.
In the same battle.
Has a vengeance against you. What is it? A vengeance.
Pangent.
He got beef with you. I don't know. I can't think of the word right now, but
yeah, they got beef with me. It just crazy the odds that I got the same type of Gardevoir in the same place of the game, and then they were doing the exact same movement because if you can't kill it before it starts attacking double teams, you can't hit it, and it just I didn't have any potions, so it was just at the very least it happened there, so I just redo it, but now in a better place. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing essentially. What about you, Stout? What have you been up to this week?
So last week was actually a little bit of a busy week for me. So Tuesday we ended up going back to the Mexican place that we used to live by. Sour had a doctor's appointment during the day, so we took the day off. I went with her, and then we went to the Mexican place. Got some margs. I got one beer. We ended up with like 3 margs and a beer. It was pretty lit. But I got a Mexican beer because apparently the bar that we went to, or the Mexican place, would always have a Modelo Negra, or they'd have a Modelo Especial. They'd have some Modelo, or like some like light beer. And for some reason they don't have it anymore. So they had like a random Mexican one. I got it. Tasted like a Mexican beer. It wasn't anything special, but food was pretty good. The drinks and vibes were good. It was like our first time seeing them in like a month. But then after that, we went to the movie theater because we had to sober up. Usually we just walk home, but now we had to drive home. So I went to the movie theater and we saw Haunted Mansion and Talk to Me. Saw 2 movies.
Haunted Mansion is that one with the... God, was it not Eddie Murphy, right?
No.
It's a black actor, though.
Well, like the original movie?
No, the one that you were watching. Like, who is it again?
Well, I think the original was with Eddie Murphy. I'm not sure who
Eddie Murphy was the original one, but like this one.
I don't know his name. But it's him, Danny DeVito, There's like a bunch of famous people. Owen Wilson.
Oh, Wilson, right?
A bunch of people.
On
I don't know.
What about Talk to Me? What was Talk to Me?
Talk to Me was like a Australian like indie movie. I don't know. It was like a horror movie, but they said it was like in the trailer at the beginning. It said that it was from like a film festival. So
it wasn't like
Yep. It wasn't like a big name production that did it, and I thought it was really good. Haunted Mansion was okay. I don't know if it was because I was like maybe a little too lit to watch it. Like I wasn't that lit, but like I don't know. It wasn't really that good. It was just kind of underwhelming. It was still a good movie. It had some ha hee hees, but Talk to Me definitely overshowing that one. That was a very creepy movie. There were some scenes that literally, like, there was one scene that made my hairs on my hands stand up just because of how like eerie and like creepy it was.
Okay.
And
was it a good ending?
I think so.
You think?
I think so.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Pretty dope. Yeah, that was Tuesday.
I think that was just Tuesday.
Yeah, dude. I did something on Friday too. Friday was pretty lit too. So Friday we went to got off of work, took a nap. Surprisingly, I was not expecting to take a nap, but we ended up going later in the evening to do some research for the after the wedding vibes. We're trying to figure out what we're gonna do. So we went to 4 bars that were kind of close to the wedding venue. 2 of them that were together, they were okay. They were like they were pretty much dive bars.
Okay.
It was like pretty small. One of them had like 2 pool tables. Both of the dive bars had like a thing where you could put your own music, which was kind of cool. But when we walked in, there was like a bunch of like old white people. It looked like they were all locals, and they kind of looked at us. So I was like, I don't know how that'd be if we take this bar over and start just blasting Spanish music, and just felt like it would just be a weird vibe. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. And then the second place, which I think is the place that we're gonna go to, there was an Irish pub where they had some really tasty car bombs. And there was like a place that was like live music and more of like a bar / like club vibe, I guess. It wasn't really a club, but like it was more of like bar vibe / like live music. So I think we're going to lead towards the second option, but we ended up doing that, got some food, got some drinks, and then we came home at like 11 and I played Guitar Hero and it was great.
What a weekend. No, that's awesome. It's so... You guys are doing something that's actually not... I feel like not other couples do for their weddings. I feel like scope out the after party. Like it's like...
Well, it just sucks that our venue requires us to be done by 10. So we're probably going to have to like start wrapping up at like 9:15, 9:20. Pretty early so that we're out by 10. Because if we're out after 10, we get fined.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I get married by 40 or something like that, or like if I don't get married till 40, definitely probably doing a venue or like a private property or something, or like somewhere that I can do it all night.
Yeah,
I'll do that. I'll do that because it's like I can't take like going. Well, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun doing it all together, no matter how messy it will be. Because it is just like fun time meeting up with people who you haven't seen in a while, and do that stuff. But I want to do it all in a private property, if I ever do one.
Yeah,
but
that'd be ideal.
Yeah, that would be. But anyway, like talking about like parties, that reminds me of also drinking White Claws or Trulies. I'm sorry.
Dang, switching up already.
All right, guys. It is seltzer number 2. I can't say beer number 2 because it's not true. Yeah. We're coming in with the strawberry lemonade because I wanted to like taste all the old ones first and then get to the new ones.
Get to the new boys.
Did you think that you liked this original more than the previous original?
It's probably been like well over a year since I have had a Truly, so I could not tell you. Just on like me thinking right now, I enjoyed that more than I would have enjoyed it before. I don't know if it's because I haven't had a seltzer in a really long time, but I'm gonna say yes, I did enjoy that more.
Okay.
I was looking at it. They said that they're made with real fruit juice from concentrate now. It's 2% juice. There's 2% juice in this bitty. That's not much of a difference. I don't know.
Wait,
I'm a hater.
where was I where was I looking at like less than 1%?
At the bottom of mine,
okay.
it says contains 2% juice.
I think I was looking at a picture online and it said less than 1%. That's why I'm like thinking.
Damn, so they went from less than 1 to 2%. I mean, technically that's like probably doubling, but open it, Mr. Strawberry lemonade.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. The seltzers are treating me good. They're not spitting in my face when I open them. Okay, maybe I'm tripping, but that tastes a lot better. I don't know if you agree with me.
A lot better?
I think that tastes better than I remember it.
Man, it feels weird actually for me.
Feels thicker.
Oh, maybe that's why it does feel thicker. Well, yeah,
I don't know. It's our evolved beer palates now. Taste all the flavors.
Maybe it is that because like, do you think drinking all those bitter things just transform our tongues? I guess, but yeah. So what I was saying before. Because whenever we talk about hard stuff, this always comes up, and it's a concept that Saki's friends started. I guess that's where I heard it from, or like I participated in that. They do this thing called the Seltzer Olympics. I think it was the Seltzer Olympics.
The White Seltzer Olympics. I like it.
or something like that. Or yeah, White Claw Olympics. Something like that. And it is essentially they get together usually Halloween. And they do a bunch of competitions, but the caveat is all the competitions you have to drink a seltzer. There's no beer, there's no liquor, it's just seltzers. And they would do this. They would do pairs as well, like because you have to do a pair of one boy and one girl, I guess to balance things out, right?
What does that mean? And who's the one who's needs balancing out? Trying to say something?
I mean, they're pretty big drinkers in their groups, and then girls are not.
I'm just teasing you.
It'd be interesting to do it in our group because I feel like to put sour in a pair that's not too overpowered. Right?
She weak.
Like,
she can't drink no more.
She weak.
She had to practice.
Compared to the other girls, I know.
I guess that's fair.
I think she's still up there. But anyway, like you pair up and then you do a bunch of games, and based on your placement, you get points. One of the games that was my favorite was one that was throughout the whole thing, where Wizard Staff, where every time you drink a hard seltzer, then you can tape it together to make it to a staff, and the longest tower wins. I get big points at the end. And then some of the other games were, sometimes some of them were cornhole, beer pong, flip cup, those games. And I think maybe chant game. You had to come up with a chant maybe. They did that stuff, but yeah, it sounds really fun. I would love to do it with our friends.
Yeah, I want to do that.
It'd be fun to do.
Sounds hella fun.
Maybe we can all go to like Seattle. What? Damn it! I think that want to be the first blip.
I mean, it's 20 minutes in though. It's pretty good.
Yeah. To be fair, like I'm kind of not caring about blipping from last episode, but yeah, like it'd be fun. I was paired with Sour's mentor, former mentor. I don't know how to call it. That's who she was paired with, and she won more of the games really that require skill. I was just the drinker of us.
Drinking along.
I would just drink as much as you can to get that booster staff points.
Was the staff between the pair or was it individual?
Mine, no, individual. Her staff was Nasbig. Mine was just. I think I won it. I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure I won it.
Big drinker.
I'm pretty sure. To be fair, I was the youngest technically.
What do you mean technically?
of that group, I think.
Yeah, but
'Cause all them
why was it technically? You're either the youngest or you're not.
I am the youngest, but I don't know. I like to not think about it too. But yeah, like, it'd be fun to do it.
Yeah.
Like, would you pair? Well, I wonder if we have even girls and guys. We probably do. You need like one more girl probably.
Yeah.
I think because all our friends are couples except for me. So you would just do that. But so talking about games.
Yeah, I think that Seltzer Olympics reminds me of just our prime days of just doing the drinking games.
Right? Yeah,
the beer pong. We got really into beer pong my last year.
I always felt like beer pong. I always felt like beer pong gets boring though.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I wouldn't do it in a party because I feel like it's just like splits the group a lot. But like we did like we just did like 2v2s in our apartment, so it was like maybe like 6 people. Like it wasn't usually too many people. Usually most of the people were playing, if not everyone. But in a party, it's not it.
Yeah, because
that reminds me.
What?
Did you ever play the Four Corners?
As a kid, yeah.
No, a drinking game of it. I don't know if it was called Four Corners. No. Well, that's another one that we got into a lot. So you have 4 drinks.
Oh no, I remember now.
Yeah, the beers.
Sour's brother did that, right?
Really?
No.
I think we did it in the.
Oh,
the
it was. It was with the our orgs people. I don't know what you call it. It's like his friends.
Yeah, that's why I learned it, and then we did that a lot. So we played BP in that. But just in general, I really miss playing Ring of Fire, King's Cup. Oop,
yeah,
excuse me,
Ring of Fire. It's so funny. I was watching Smosh, and they do this thing called like a Jeopardy knockoff game or Peppery, and one of them was about games, and one category was party games, and the party games, a lot of them were drinking games. And it's like what is the drinking game that you have? They use a full deck of cards and 1 cup, and it's like Ring of Fire, and the girl says, "I love that game. Can we play this like after this?"
Bro, for real.
And they're like, It's 10 a.m.
Damn. Dude, I'm so shook that like we were talking about Smosh, and literally I think the week after we uploaded the Smosh thing, or like when we were talking about it, they got back together. I'm still shook about that.
Yeah, and I've been wanting to talk about it. I just never come up. I just forget to talk about it because it was insane how the timing, but also my childhood. It got together back. You know, I don't know how you call it. I don't know how you describe it.
The boys are back in town.
Yeah, dude, it was such a phenomenon that everyone reacted to it.
Yeah, dude.
Like, all the big reactors were reacting to it. Of course, have you watched some of the earlier Smosh videos before?
No, I'm not gonna lie.
No. Yeah, a lot of people technically have not actually. But the thing is, I watched it. My brother watched a lot. Because, like, me and my brother, we got to YouTube around the same time. And it was around the Smosh area. Shane Dawson was big. Ryan Higa was big. Equals 3 was big. Ray William Johnson. Like, those, like, late 2000s. Yeah, early, like, 2006. I think we were watching Smosh through their Spanish channel. You know that they have a Spanish channel.
Mm-hmm. Really? I did not know that.
Yeah. It's called El Smosh.
That's funny. Yeah, I think kind of speaking of like just YouTube in general, I feel like quick segue. I think it's really interesting how varied people's YouTube experiences are because I did not really watch Smosh too much. I watched like Ray William Johnson and like the Ryan Higa as well, but like side note, just back to what you're saying. But it blows my mind sometimes thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair because the thing is, it's hard to realize. Yeah, these channels were the training back then, but if we had different points of, inclusion into YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
probably our history would be very different, because when we jump into YouTube at different times, it's a whole different landscape from months before or a year before, right? So that's probably what. Cause like, to be fair, they didn't, after 2011, they didn't really blow up again, really that much. You know, they were more like like they're talk as fathers of YouTube, but at the same time, it's like they're overtaken so much by PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, Ludwig.
Oh, that's
I
like
don't
a
know.
really big jumps from like 2012 to like 2020.
I know PewDiePie was big after
No, yeah,
2012,
PewDiePie has been
but
around for a while, but Ludwig, I think, was like 2019, 2018 was when he started becoming really popular. Mr. Beast probably around the same time.
I'm trying to think of the after 2012 and before Ludwig. Like, what was those? What was it like? Because for me, it's actually kind of funny. After 2016, I think that's when I got into Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, Achievement Hunter,
True.
Rooster Teeth, Funhouse. There's, I don't know if
Yeah.
Fall Guy or Try Guys was there. I know that there was Vanos and like H2O Delirious, like the funny peoples.
Yeah.
A lot of different groups. PewDiePie
think
staying around as always.
YouTube is such a big, ecosystem. It really is, and like you say, it's very fascinating how channels that we think is so big or so big in our lives. It's like, and you mentioned to your friends like, what? Because they experience a different YouTube. Because it is a huge thing, or and it depends how much you explore it. Yeah. But oh my god, I them getting together though was, to some people, like a lot of them were like, I didn't realize I didn't have emotions. That's how people felt like when they were watching the whole Smosh getting back together. And it was like, yeah, there's like your childhood coming back together. It's
well, like they like were emotional again, or they weren't.
Well, the thing is, like, the whole thing that happened, I think because we were talking about it a little bit, that like the company that they were with, Defy, was really pushing them to do way too much content, and was way too corporate. So Anthony felt frustrated, so he left. And then Defy went down, and then Smosh got bought up by Good Mythical Morning, by Red and Link. I don't know if you know them.
They're the goats.
There they go. They bought Smosh to help Ian, get it back, and it started doing stuff. But even then, they didn't, like, Snapchat was never in Smosh. Even during the years now that it wasn't, Defy wasn't part of it. It was actually on their own. So everyone felt like, yeah, this never gonna happen. Anthony would just keep doing his I spend the day with, and then Ian will always do Smosh, and then this happens. And it was just, oh my god! I just never felt like that lost piece that I didn't have. And then they say that the reason, it really all comes down to therapy. They both boys took therapy, grew as an adults by themselves, so they could communicate better to each other.
Yeah,
because and so the key, and I just love that about that, because mental health in men is just so not talked about enough. As you always hear. And it's just like, because some people don't know how to communicate, and I feel like it's very common with anybody. Like, sometimes we don't know how to communicate. And sometimes we are afraid of how it'll be perceived, right? And so I'm just very happy that there's that big example of, like, dude, they could amend the 6-year gap in their friendship. I feel like anything can happen with the right amount of communication.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I got emotional.
Dang, this dude getting in his feels.
I know, dude. I just, because not gonna lie, it's like almost reminds me of us. It's because we're a duo.
Yeah,
and we're starting this. We're like we're a sibling right now, and it's just, and I don't know, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, What we're gonna say?
We got here from drinking games. That's kind of a weird segue, I guess. I don't remember how we got here, but we're here. So congratulations to Smosh. Wish them the best. But
Yes.
moving on from that, I think another thing we wanted to talk about was something's coming up soon. So I think the preseason already started. We're getting into football season here.
Yes, and it's something that you probably don't know if you haven't talked to me in the last year. We're into fantasy football.
Hell yeah!
I last year I finally got into football. I talked about it before, but it feels like such a long time ago since the fantasy season last year, right? Because it's been what, like 5 months, 6 months?
Yeah, it's been a little minute. I think February around was the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, yeah, and then before then, 2 months before the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And then so the new season's coming out. You and me, we're gonna start. We're joining a fantasy league together, right? And I'm doing another one with Wine Dude, and so I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest, Stout, because this time I'm gonna draft for myself. Because last year you drafted for me.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I mean, I think people just popped off in your league. Cause my draft wasn't that good. Maybe your league was just, I don't know.
Well, maybe they were more competitive, so like they were catching. They just knew, I don't know, the ones to get, and then it became more balanced, probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure
because your leagues were randoms, right?
Yeah, it was like me and my friend, and then a bunch of randoms. I think it was like maybe 10 people. So majority of the league was randoms. No, I think it ended up being like myself, my friend, and 2 other people that were probably like consistently trying. I think like for the most part, on the app that we use, you could see like how many acquisitions people made. I think like myself, my friend, and like the other 2 people that were active had like 80 or 90, and then the other people had like 10. Like it was pretty bad.
Nah. Yeah, to be fair, there were actually not that much trading in mine, but
a lot of waiver wire though.
A lot of
I'm intrigued.
Does that include
that was mainly waiver wires. I didn't trade with randoms. But speaking of that, since we're doing a league with like people we know now or loosely know, I'm intrigued to see if we're gonna trade now. Because
it's the same people, right?
Yeah, it's my friend, which I think you know who I'm talking about. I don't think he has a drink name. Pina colada, I guess. Maybe kiss on the lips. You know what I'm talking about by kiss on the lips.
No, I don't think he will. I mean, I don't know.
It's a drink name, but yeah. So him,
it is
him and a lot of his coworkers, and then it's you, me, and No, I don't know.
IPA.
Yes, IPA. I had a blank.
We took away his name.
Yeah, we did. Rip. Rest in peace.
Does he listen?
I don't know.
Right.
Hopefully he does.
Because we did definitely refer him as Sake.
Yeah, but that was from that one time. I don't know if he likes sake like that. I know he likes IPAs for sure.
To be fair, Sake was it was a funny name for like how we really drank together, but no, yeah. But I can't wait. The species is happening. I've been watching some of the games, and some people were popping up. DJ Moore is popping off. He used to be in the Carolina Panthers, and now he's in the Chicago Bears. And he popped up with some big yards, so I'm excited to see if he's going to.
You gonna go with your long-haired monster? Going back with Trevor Lawrence?
I love Trevor Lawrence. I don't know why, because I pick up Trevor Lawrence and the waiver wire last year because after trading away Lamar Jackson, I was left with Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers. And I just knew Aaron Rodgers was not going to do anything the rest of the season. So I picked up Trevor Lawrence, who was on waiver wire. And I don't know, man, watching that guy play, it just felt like the ultimate underdog. And it's like, I want you to win. I want you to win so much. And so I would say almost watching his games were the most fun. I was having. I think.
Yeah.
Well, what I don't know because Jaguars don't have a lot to. I would say they don't have a lot of things to prove, or that they have a lot of things to prove. I don't know.
I think they do, but I saw in the when I was at the Mexican place, I think they were talking about like fantasy potentials on like one of the TVs, and I saw that they said that he's like pretty close to like a breakout, if not like next season he's gonna probably be like pretty solid. So I'm intrigued to see where he goes.
I'm intrigued because they really didn't trade a lot. They didn't acquire that many weapons in the offense during the off season, right? They didn't really trade much. They didn't really do much. I think they picked up some linebackers. So it's gonna be the same: Christian Kirk, Say Jones, Travis Etienne, and then who was the tight end for the Jaguars? I think it was like something else. Those four, I mean, and Trevor Lawrence. Those five is I don't know. They're gonna be the main unit, but I'm excited though. Then there's the Aaron Rodgers in the Jets. He seems to be taking almost a quasi offensive coordinator like role, on top of being a QB, right?
I don't know, man. These old ass quarterbacks, they've been in the league for a while. Didn't Roethlisberger finally retire?
Roethlisberger, yeah, or I actually don't know who that is. Actually,
Ben Roethlisberger, Steelers quarterback.
All I know about Steelers quarterback is the Trubisky and then someone else. Burgers.
Roethlisberger.
Okay. I guess he's retiring. Tom Brady's retiring.
Yeah, he retired 2022.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield seems interesting to fill in. They're saying that he fits in with the Bucks better than the Brady or something like that. Or someone said that. And so we'll see with that one.
Yeah, we'll probably be talking a lot more about football. Probably a weekly segment once we start the season.
You'll hear me complain to Stout.
I'll be roasting him how I whooped his ass.
Yeah, it probably because I won the last year. I just know I'm gonna go poorly this year. I feel like I don't know. It's gonna be so bad, but we'll see. All right, guys, this is drink number 3 with the Truly watermelon lemonade.
Watermelon sugar. What?
What? I don't know why that goes. Actually,
I open.
You open it? Okay, I will open it now. Watermelon sugar.
Hi.
That's how you do it? Is that what you do?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what the next part is. I don't know.
Cheers.
I don't know, man. I think both of them, clink clink. I think both of them, or all three of them, taste significantly better than I remember them.
Okay, that's why. Okay, on these ones, in the lemonade says less than 1%. Watermelon lemonade says 1%, and strawberry says 2%. It's interesting.
What?
Yeah, I remember I saw it recently. I don't remember seeing it on the website.
You weren't tripping then?
No.
I wonder how much...
I like this.
I don't know. But yeah.
This is really good. I watermelon. Oh.
Peak flavor so far?
Peak flavor. Definitely better than the strawberry so far. But segue into that, we're going to be doing, because we kind of forgot to rate our drink, we're going to be doing Beer of the Week for Stout and Lager.
Beer of the Week!
Whoa. And to start off, I wanted to give some fun facts about just hard seltzers in general, because that's the drink we're drinking. I was reading up, apparently, the concept of flavored malt beverages was popular since the 1990s, which with the first ever, considered the world's first brewed alcoholic lemonade, was called Two Dogs, which was brewed in Australia in 1993. That was the first alcoholic lemonade. And then it went on to then pave the way to other alternatives, such as Hooper's Hooch and Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Ooh, Mike's Hard Lemonade's fire.
Yeah, but and like we know, it never popped off either with these drinks like it did in recent times. And then the modern renditions of the hot seltzers started with Nick Shields developing Spiked Seltzer's branding style in Connecticut, which was in 2013. But the one that we familiarly know was did not rise to popularity until 2018 with the White Claws. And analysts say that apparently the success of it was because there was a huge amount of health conscious consumers. And I the way I say it is like I think about it is Gen Z just did not want to drink beer.
Yeah, low key.
I think that's what it was.
You're just saying it for our generation, I guess.
I think we're like fossils compared to our generation, if you think about it.
Yeah, I agree. I think we always clicked with the older generation.
We kind of
by that I mean literally probably people who are a couple years older than us.
Yeah, but and to be fair, because my brother's friends are the ones that did this Seltzer's Olympics, and so they're like into it too. I think it just, I mean, it's not a generation thing, maybe also, because, but I don't know. It is and it isn't. I feel like because it is that like
I'm gonna stop you.
What?
Just because we did not rate their beers yet.
Wait, whoa.
We're doing our facts. We segued.
No, we don't do our ratings first. Or
yeah, you did. We did the facts, and then we've kind of like segued. I don't know.
We're still in the facts because I have one more.
Oh, okay. Continue with your facts.
I have one more.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
It's more about the fermentation of it, of how it's made. So instead of them, because like similar to beer, fermentation is needed to make the drinks alcoholic, but instead of yeast converted to glucose, they directly ferment a sugar base. Usually is sugar canes or malted barley, or fermentation of fruit. That's usually what it was, and then it yields a discoloration in the product so effective that filtration practices of these colors and odors is necessary. So the fermentation of the glucose makes it so that there's so much color in it that to make it to the clear looking seltzer that you see, usually they need filtration process, which are usually flavored yum-yums, yeah. Which apparently use a carbon treatment, which they use carbophyll RW, RC, or CA filter sheets, and that's what creates a plain alcohol base, which they then add flavor to it. It's not crazy. It's just like, I don't know. It's just so interesting, the fermentation process. It's just it's a whole chemical set. But
all of that results in a fizzy, kind of sweet drink that is yum-yums.
That is low in carbs, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's the thing that made it pop off as much as it did. It's the low carbs aspect of it. Because I feel like 100 calories for a drink is not that special.
Yeah, it's the low in sugar and carbs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because 100 is definitely... You drink a 12 pack of these, you're drinking 1,200 calories. So.
God damn!
Right? Like, it's kind of crazy. Let's not think about those numbers because it would just make us depressed. So, segueing from that, what would you rate the lemonade original?
So, I've been kind of... Oh, I almost just spilled my beer. Whoa! Out of habit, I called it a beer. Anyways... I think the original one I've been kind of struggling with. It's a good, like, I feel like it's a good basis to form your thoughts on, like, truly, I guess, lemonades. It's not bad. It's not my favorite. I'm in between the 3 and a 4 right now, so I'm gonna give it a 4. I don't think it's like as low as a 3. I think it's a little bit higher than a 3.5, so I think I'm gonna give it a 4 lemonades out of 10.
You already took it. You took the obvious one. I'll do... You know what? I'll do 3. Because I really don't like lemonades. I will actively avoid it in the fridge. I mean, everyone does. I'm sure you do too, but I don't know. I just
grab whatever, bro.
it's the ones that I really don't enjoy drinking. Like I just try to get through it as quick as possible. The strawberry and the other ones I actually do enjoy it, like just sipping on it. This one I'll do 3 stinky Cosmo socks.
Stinky Cosmo socks?
Do you ever watch Very Odd Parents?
Yeah.
There was an episode that he made magical lemonade by dipping his stinky socks.
Yummy.
And this reminds me of this. But what about the strawberry?
So the strawberry one, let me see. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, because of a little backwash.
Yeah, I tried to see if there was any left in it. It was just really warm and not good. Yeah. I think that one I'm gonna give it a strong 6. Strong 6. Yeah. The watermelon kind of knocked it down. I enjoyed the strawberry a lot when I first tried it, but I tried watermelon and I like watermelon more, I think. So maybe it'll be more than a 6, but I think 6. Strawberry shortcakes out of 10.
Nice. I like that. I will. The thing that sucks, when I was hearing you, and I was thinking to myself like, what would be my rating? And when I were at to like 6, you say 6. I'm like, shit. I will.
You can say 6 too.
No, I'll do 6. I will do 6. Shit.
6.1.
6 strawberry jellos, I guess. That's a thing, right?
Jello shots.
Jello
shots. I like it.
Yes. I was thinking of the Jello snacks, but yes, Jello shots.
Fuck that. We only talk about alcohol on this.
We need to be more inclusive, but no, I completely agree. The strawberry was great. It was sugary. It was strawberry. I did feel like the strawberry had a slightly. They say real juice. It still had like just strawberry with alcohol. It's just tough to not have the artificial to it with all alcoholness to it. Tasting the watermelon and it being so natural, it did up and down. So I agree with that.
Okay.
But yeah,
I think that I did that.
All right.
So yeah, that's our first 2 ratings. At the end, we'll probably put them in order. I don't know about you, but I have a truly lightsaber or staff, I guess, forming on my desk with my initial rating. So we'll see if that stands. But
you actually put it,
yeah. I'm stacking them, but quick segue. So you were talking about you always avoid the originals. That just kind of reminded me of how I miss a cooler full of beer at a party, and you just open it. You're like, what am I gonna get? I miss that. I miss those vibes. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's always kind of like a random assortment of people.
Yeah.
Favorites.
You got Trulies, White Claws, probably got a couple of Coronas in there, a couple of like Bud Lights, a bunch of random shit. It's always fun. I miss it. I miss that.
Were Heineken's ever a thing in there?
I don't think so. I know that in like a more of like a friend group one. I think there was one time. Was it? I think it was you that we got the Heineken like baby keg.
We did. We never did. Yeah, we never did anything too much with it.
Well, all I'm hearing is that when you come to visit, we're gonna have to get a real keg.
I want to. I want to make our first thumbnail true. But
bet that'd be fun.
The thing is, because I feel like we didn't. Yeah, I do miss that when the party, just having that cooler filled with anything. Because then our usual hangouts, we'll have all a fridge or it's all
or cooler,
or mixed drinks or so it will never be the same. But so talking about that. You had a question that you think you brought up when we were texting, Stout, that really actually resounded a lot in me. What was it again?
Yeah, so I think that it was kind of relating to gaming. What a surprise! Us talking about gaming again, but it's kind of that was the first thing that came into mind that kind of segues into a lot of different things. So it was just more so like how long do you think you're gonna be a gamer? How long? Like, how do you think that getting older has affected your gaming skills? Like, just whole genre of just gaming questions, pretty much.
Yeah, it's, I think that's tough because because my gaming history was in high school. I started with Destiny. Really, I was like, well, before that, I have friends who were so into COD, so I would play COD like that, but never played COD at home. Really, I might have bought the Black Ops 3, I think, by myself. I would play that. It was fun, but with being with Sake or being with like him being my brother, we would mainly play single players at home. We would play Uncharted, Ratchet and Clank, and so I didn't really found a good standing on the first person shooters because I feel like those are the ones that get hit on first with your lower with your older, you know. And I know then I switched to Overwatch in college. I would play that in my
Overwatch
laptop.
grind.
Yeah, I would play that a lot, but I would say got good in it really. The thing is, it's tough to me to say because like I was really never that good in FPS really. So I feel like there's not much deteriorating. I feel like it's more like me realizing, you know what, I probably have a better time just playing more chill games that didn't require too much gaming. Because I feel like I don't know if that was more physical or just more mental. Whereas it's just like instead of getting mad about FPS games, I'd rather just do stuff that are more different. Either like I got back to Pokemon. I did a lot of ROM hacks with Pokemon, more strategy games like that. I've been playing more Magic Gathering.
I still whoop your ass in Magic.
You never played Magic in your life.
I think so. And then another point, you don't focus on like super intense gaming games, but you like getting that ass whooped by my NES.
No, I was about to say I do love Smash Bros. And because I feel like Smash was less intensive. I feel like than FPS.
Probably in our friend group, yeah. But there's people who play Smash is a fucking cutthroat gaming like scene. Freaking crazy when like they play professionally or like even people who just want to play get better.
It is. I know. And then now we're doing Fall Guys more. That's also something big. I'm like, I already just play Fall Guys and do you think it's FPS.
You think it's like battle royales or just Fall Guys?
Fall Guys, because battle royales, a lot of them just go into FPS.
FPS,
as well.
Yeah,
or shooting, and just like that's not me. I don't think I'll ever be that. And I just accepted it and just I rather put my time in instead of practicing a game. This is not to I don't know hate you, Stout, because I know you still do it. But I just rather do Fall Guys or Pokemon. I think that's been my go-to, and I've been looking to do a hack and slash game. Yeah, I've been wanting to do that. What about you? How you been feeling? How you been feeling with the whole? I don't know, getting older.
Yeah, so the original reason why I thought of this question was because of my Valorant grind. I feel like I am a fucking ancient geezer, and I know it's probably just the fact that this is my first like PC shooter game. So
besides Overwatch,
yeah, but Overwatch I never really try to get good. Okay. Like this one I've been grinding competitive and stuff. So I think like sense. With all of this, like I downloaded an aim trainer. I do like 10 minutes of aim training a day. Like I'm grinding and I'm getting better slowly. Wow. But like I'm low key like at the point where I am in my gaming, I guess, life. I'm kind of experiencing a midlife gaming crisis.
That's where it came from.
That's literally those exact words were what I think I'm going through right now. So, like you said, talking about like older games, I always was more of like a COD gamer, and then from COD I got into other games like FIFA and Overwatch, other different games like that, Need for Speed, a bunch of different other games.
Yeah, you're into racing games, yeah.
Yeah, but I've never really been like super good at games either. Like COD, I feel like I was like probably average or a little bit above average. And then it just got like super competitive with like the movement and stuff. I wasn't really a fan of that. And then Overwatch, played Overwatch a bit, played the competitive scene a bit, played Smash a little bit, played like a bunch of different games, but like I don't know, I just feel like I've always just been average.
Do
But
you want to be a top player in anything?
I don't know if I want to be a top player, but I just want to be better than what I am right now. Because like right now I'm playing Valorant and I'm silver, which is the second worst rating, which makes me depressed. Not really, but
okay,
it does make me sad. But and I've been playing for this is probably my second season, so I'm pretty new to like PC gaming and all that. So I'm not like tripping too hard, but like sometimes I'm just playing and I'm just doing bad, and I'm just sitting there looking at myself die and just watch my teammates, and I'm like, why am I playing this? Like this is just not good.
Yeah.
So I'm having like a little bit of a midlife crisis because like I don't really know what to play right now. Like I played a bit ago. I played Cyberpunk. I was really into that, but then I finished the main storyline. There's a DLC coming out soon. Maybe I'll play that again. But like I just really haven't found a game that I've kind of stuck to. It's from like COD, I went to like FIFA for a little bit, and Need for Speed, random stuff, and then Overwatch was the one that I stuck to for the like bit in between that. But after Overwatch, like I haven't really found like games that I want to play.
Yeah.
So Valorant has filled that hole, but we'll see if it does.
To be fair though, like it's tough with the single player games because they're very finite.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna find a very long lasting there unless you're a completionist where you need to do 100%.
That's the thing too. I do that too. I obsess over that for no reason. But
maybe it's no reason.
About single player game.
What?
That reminds me. I feel like there's also this is more in terms of like what you see yourself gaming. Like if you see yourself gaming more long term when you get older. I feel like becoming older has also made me appreciate single player games more because it's hard, man. It's hard. So Valorant's like 40-minute games for competitive. I don't have time to be playing. I play like maybe a game a day. Like it's hard.
It takes a lot out of you.
Single player games are just so convenient. You just boot it up, you play, get off whenever you want.
You get on your own speed. There's no like the challenge is on yourself, not something that we have so many other factors where it makes you feel like defeatist about like the situation where like you can't really control everybody's in your team and the other people's team and how you're gonna react to it. Like, but in a single player, it's like it's you against the world of that world, and you enjoy a story. Do you think the story really matters in those single players? You feel like you
I think so.
You think so? Like that makes it more.
Mm-hmm. I think something that really brought me into Cyberpunk was the story building of it and just the immersiveness of it.
Yeah,
I've played a lot of different story games, and there's some that are just like they don't hit as much. But I think if like a game can immerse me in it, I'm there.
Yeah, I agree. Like I think I just enjoying a single player game. Like the thing is, sometimes I do have to say that there are times that I could start a game of a single player, and sometimes I feel like it just be too much, or it's just like I don't know. For me, I'm also very finicky about the games that I start as well.
Yeah,
right?
I feel you.
Because like everyone's up their butts about the new Tears of Kingdom game of the. I never got into Breath of the Wild. Like
I haven't either.
It's like I don't know, dude. I look at it with how big it is. I'm like, I don't know. Even that gives me, not say anxiety, but just that's a lot. It has to hook me. God of War was one of the best recent games I've played. I never got to play the second one actually. I only really watched the story. I feel like the whole gameplay videos on YouTube are very dangerous in that way where a lot of times a lot of people replace game like their own experience by watching those videos. Yeah. And sometimes I fall into that, a victim to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's another thing too, because like I've watched like I think the where I fall into that is a lot of horror games. I watch a lot of horror games because I find it funny to watch people get scared. But
that's funny.
I like
playing
like horror games, but like I feel like horror games specifically, like you see a jump scare, you're not gonna get scared when you play it again. So that's kind of like it. But even like with story is the same thing. Like it's story games have a lot of puzzles. They have like
Yeah.
stuff you have to figure out. If you watch it once, it kind of like ruins it in a way.
It's this film. It's the way I feel with watching anime that I've already read the manga too. Yeah, it's like
Really?
their Demon Slayer. I barely watched the anime.
Well, that's because Demon Slayer is trash. What? Who said that?
Well, that at One Piece, there's some episodes I skip. I'll be honest in the anime because I've already read it, and Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man. If I'll be honest, this is a very travesty because I know Chainsaw Man anime it's probably better than the manga. I didn't watch the Chainsaw anime really.
That's
at
crazy.
All. I don't know. I just get bored when it's like I know what's gonna happen, and
I feel.
And
well, I think my thing is like when I read manga, for the most part, the ones that I've read so far they're ones where they're like either mangas that get turned into animes or they're just so far ahead that I don't remember. So I guess with One Piece, I'll see because I finally caught up to One Piece. I'll see if I keep on watching it as much as I did because like Demon Slayer, I watched the first season, read the whole manga, did not care for it after I read it. Chainsaw Man, I've been watching the episodes, but JJK I haven't been keeping up with. I've just been reading it.
Although JJK this season with Gojo, oh my god, the animations like I watched them through the YouTube videos, you know, like the top,
just like the highlights.
The highlights, so like the way they are animating JJK is just so fucking funny. It just do you know the Gojo Ghetto walk part of JJK like the second season? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I'm fucking lost. Let me look it up.
Look up
I've read
Gojo.
it, so I know what's going on. But
look up Gojo Ghetto Walk on YouTube, and it is the funniest animation I've ever seen. And I don't know, I can watch that on loop. I'm gonna look it up again.
That looks pretty funny. I'm watching a gif of it on loop.
You saw it. It's just Gojo being a straw person, or I don't know. It just and it's like the people that did that animation were high on something because it just they saw that panel and then you know what? Let's give Gojo stringly limbs. You know, he's like a actual cartoon.
Dude, that reminds me. I guess kind of just talking to like anime and manga. What do you think of freaking Tom and Jerry piece?
Wait! Spoiler alert! Beep. Because there are some people who are still in Alabasta.
Damn, they're far behind.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, you don't have to go into too much details. What do you think about it though? The animation style that they're going with right now.
I fucking love it. I think I was watching a lot of reactions to it, and I just love they literally had all the artistic vision of looking at those panels, and they just went wild with it. Like they did the sound effects, and did such fluid animation to it. They just and
it's like watching like Looney Tunes.
I love it. I feel like there's just such a. Some people were mad, you know, about that. You know that concept. They're like, oh man, it's such a bad power up. It's just so stupid. Because everyone who are theorizing about what that thing was, they were like thinking, oh, he's gonna go Gear 4, but like compressed, and just it's gonna be like, oh, he's gonna be like nerves being stretched to the fullest or something like that. I'm like,
I don't know, man. Okay, I think that like honestly, everything that's going on right now on that, like the current like manga and anime is crazy.
Yeah,
I did not think that like
what
it would get to this. Like honestly, like even like because I was watching the anime a little bit ago, and I recently like caught up like maybe like 2 weeks ago, and like from where the anime was going, I did not imagine it would be in the manga.
No, yeah. The thing is, the way I look at it, it's such a good motif of what the story's trying to lead to, right? It's trying to lead to liberation. It's trying to lead freedom. And what's freedom but what they're showing in a way.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the power-ups that like maybe visually some people are like, oh, I want the Super Saiyan type power-ups.
This one like ass whooping. He's just goofy as hell.
Yeah, it's just goofy. And
Yeah, that's the whole point of it.
It's the point of it. And it just fits so well with his character. It fits so well with the message of the story going against the government. It just I think it developed very perfectly. I feel like I don't know. It's one of the power-ups I was so happy with. You know,
I agree.
There's the Naruto's, there's the Bleach's Bankai's, or Naruto's Nine-Tail Sage Mode shit. This is thematically a power-up. You know, it's just I don't know. It was so good. I loved it.
Fire indeed.
All right. Last drink of the episode. The last drink being the last flavor, Truly Lemonade, pineapple. Now, Piña colada. No, there's no colada, but I actually
1% juice. Disappointing. Sorry, continue.
It's 1% juice, but that's still not made strawberry better than watermelon, right? But I'm actually very excited. I've not drank any of this stuff, but I was telling you, I hope this is the best one. Yeah, I want it to be the best one. So I don't know if that would be Vice going into it, but I'm opening the can.
All right. Opening time.
3, 2.
Oh yeah, I definitely synced with you there.
Nice. Yeah, that was good.
I need more sips.
I think so too, but I feel like that's like already a negative.
It's not an immediate yes. It's like an immediate like
I feel like I had better pina coladas. Yeah, or pina. Oh, you know what? You know what it does taste like? Pineapple like candy. I feel like it had
pineapple candy.
It has like some of that sugar edge.
I think it tastes a little too artificial for my taste.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like
it's that 1% that is missing.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like actual pineapple juice. It feels like
a little artificial.
It feels like that pineapple Starburst.
I feel that.
Like I'm feeling it, which is not too bad. It's just I'm still trying to decide whether it's better than the watermelon.
Well, speaking of the watermelon, we still have to do the beer of the week for the watermelon. So
have
you finalized your thoughts on it?
Well, I'd say maybe we can wait.
Do them both together, all right? Bet.
Yeah. Let's let this next topic that we have, because we wanted to actually do some more our deep questions, because we like our deep conversations as two men talking to mics. Yeah, we like talking deep with our deep voices. We have to go deep as possible. Okay, for this. But okay, so we can start this off, because I had a question that I thought of was, what constitute as success in life to you, Stout, or to us? Right? Well, to whoever the question is for. I don't know. But it's like, what constitutes...
the comments.
Yeah, let us know. But yeah, well, for me, I was thinking about it, because it's like success, I don't know. I feel like you could either go literal, or you could go, I don't know, feel like emotional with it. Because I know to some people, success can be you feeling happy with your life, right? It's like if you can spend a day in your life and feeling content, I think you're pretty successful that way. I think that's the kind of success I want to be. What are you?
I think for me, it's unfortunately tied to a money aspect. I just don't want to worry about money and just be able to do what I want to do.
Which is fair. It's
not
fair.
Sure if that necessarily entails like not working or, just being able to do what I want in my free time. But yeah, I think that's what I tie success to.
the thing that's tough with success is that it or the happiness, because I feel like success ties into happiness, right? In some ways, like money, while it can buy happiness, definitely can buy lots of comfort or an opportunity to feel happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it can buy you stability, especially in this society, right? In society, you have there's a lot of different aspects you need to have money for to be safe, to be secure in your place in the country, right?
Yeah, for sure.
If you want to have a car, right, to use for your job that gives you money, you have to pay for insurance, you have to pay for your registration, you have to pay for your license, and just I don't know. So and then don't get me started with the apartment, right? Because you're paying for an apartment right now, right, Stout?
Yeah, that better be expensive for no reason.
Yeah, you have to pay for your electricity, water, heat, and all that, and food, and all that stuff. It it sucks. And I did say that like one thing is success, I think of happiness, but like it really does tie a lot into money. It's sad to it. I do respect a lot of the people who can live by the penny and still be content. I don't know how they do it. I feel like major respects to that, right? Like, I don't know. I think I see to myself as like, it. What about if money is not an option or money is not a factor into it? Let's say you can do whatever you want, right? What would be success in your life? Yeah,
That's a whole different question. I
yeah.
think just experiencing new things every day.
You think so? Or what
Yeah.
about being able to be with the people you love?
Yeah.
Like, do you think those can be mutual? I say it. I never really knew what mutual exclusive
Like
meant.
inclusive.
Inclusive, I guess. That can both happen. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how your circle is, really, of important people that makes you happy. Because I think it's kind of crazy. Because like there are different types of emotions I have with people I'm around. With my family, I feel content. I feel relaxed. I feel secure because they're the safety net, of your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't necessarily feel the most happy or the most like I'm living up to my potential or living up to my
Mm-hmm.
everything that I can feel. I feel that with you, sour, soju, cervecita, whenever I've been with friends, I'm feeling like I always get tested. And to, be myself, to be a successful me. And that makes me happy though, like be able to interact with so many people like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I was thinking about that too recently. I feel like at the point where we are in our lives, like I don't know. I feel like it's kind of sad that I'm not really meeting many people anymore. Like in college, we were meeting people like constantly.
yeah,
And now, like my group has been my group for like the past year, and that's cool. Like I don't mind getting closer with people, but I kind of miss that aspect of just meeting people and just continuously like I feel like that just drives growth too.
that's gross.
Easy to get stagnant right now where I'm at.
To be fair, so I feel like us as adults in this generation, or not even our generation, but just this current time scape, I feel like we were just all afraid of meeting people as well. Or not afraid, but like I feel like we don't make the opportunities ourselves a lot of times. And cause like I've seen a lot of beautiful people talking about how they feel so much anxiety of small talk. Like they don't you don't speak to the people, your neighbors. You don't speak to the people at your mailbox, right? Or I don't know, or in your Starbucks, right? Anymore, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you don't make those small talks, so you don't meet people. And I'm saying this as the universal you, like everyone feels this way. And it's just so interesting where we want to meet people, but at the same time, we're very much this anxiety behind it, because I feel like we're all afraid of with success comes failure, or the chance of failure, right? And because there are times where I feel like a lot of times we go to places and we go in and out. We just want to go in and out of the grocery store. We want to go in and out of the Starbucks. We want to go in. And I feel like maybe that also is detrimental to our desires to meet new people.
Yeah, I feel like if like we were financially independent, there's not as much rush. That's where I think like my level of success would come with like the financial independence. You're not in a rush because like you don't need to be. I feel like right now, like I gotta do my work. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. If I'm like I feel like it's just hard to slow down when you're like just planning for a lot and just trying to like continue to grow. But you also gotta like enjoy the ride, which is something that I've been trying to do recently. I don't know, like I've been really stressed at work, and sometimes I just go up to my roof, like the rooftop lounge, and I just walk around, and I just see like in the very far distance, there's like so many trees, like there's trees all around me, and I'm just thinking like, it doesn't matter what's going on right now. I'm not gonna remember in like a week. Well, maybe not in a week. That's pretty short term, but like in a month, in a year, like it all passes. So
yeah, what would you remember?
Being present is what matters.
Yeah, I just say like I do and really enjoy when you sit at a bar. I feel like it's one of the rare places anymore that you slow down. Like of course a bar meaning any bar really, but more likely just normal bars, right? Because there have been times where I just sit at a bar, I just start talking to the person to the left, right? And it's one of those times where I actually stopped and enjoy it and not be rushed. And I feel that. I feel that with the rushing. Something I've been doing with work just being right now, just being monotonous. My work. All I've been doing is if I feel that, I just go outside and just start practicing juggling with a soccer ball. Yeah, I just got a soccer ball.
So he got his blue lock skills.
Yeah, dude. I'm legit. That's my exercise right now. It's just
soccer's fun.
Trying to juggle a soccer ball, which soccer balls are hard to kick, or like they're way tougher than I thought they were. Yeah, and it's been fun. No, but we gotta really treasure the experiences that we can. Be with the people that are important to you, that I don't know, help you fulfill your life, because it's like there've been times, dude, like I think like I said, like the best memories that are always with me are the ones with you guys, with the goons, with the familia, and my parents, stuff like that. I feel like, and not gonna lie, right now, like remembering a lot of our different episodes that we done.
Yeah, dude. 12 episodes is crazy.
12 episodes.
12 weeks. 12 weeks of our life. That's actually kind of crazy.
And technically more, because in the beginning there were some weeks that we skipped, but it's been crazy. That's 3 months. I was actually creating new accounts for the Twitch, right? I think when I was creating the account for Twitch, and I had to go back to our Gmail, which is one of the first things that we created. And that was in March 19. Or March 29. March 19, I'm pretty sure is the one.
That's almost half a year.
Yeah, and we're...
Crazy.
I was about to say October, I don't know why. August 14. And it's kind of crazy. It's actually almost a year. And I'm kind of happy to be on this journey. And right now, I feel like... Not gonna lie, I feel like this is my success, starting this with you and having something it's a passion project. Yeah,
I like it.
It's how I feel when I'm working on the thumbnails, right? Because we're creating these new thumbnails and it's been actually fun. It's been actually fulfilling, learning these new skills, implementing to create something that I want. And I think so far right now I feeling them. Can I say I feeling more successful these past year or these past months that I was unemployed than the 3 years I was working with my previous company. If I'm gonna be honest, yeah. And not gonna lie, it has nothing to do with the new job I have.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's like the thing that everyone ties on to, like, you know, you only got a finite amount of hours in this earth. Do what you love, you know. And I feel like this is something that I've been enjoying a lot for sure.
I think that's how you are successful. You know, you feel content, but of
being
course,
able to just say that you do what you love every day.
But then again, that's probably the more sentimental. There's also the other definition of success of, oh yeah, I went on a boat trip this weekend down on Bahamas and shit like that. But you know what? I like where we are. I like where we are. And hey, we're gonna see each other soon, right?
Sure, a month.
Yeah, watch out for that. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Lager about to be going crazy in a month.
I'm actually kind of afraid because I was gonna tell you this. I have a shit ton of beers left over in my fridge from all the episodes that we've done, and I'm like, I really don't drink them during the week, so they just been left there. And
the wrap up kitchen sink episode or something.
Maybe that'd be funny actually, like leftover episode. That'd be kind of fun because like sometimes we've done that where we'd be hanging out.
Where I just dump my shit.
Yeah, we'd be hanging out and it just what you have left over, bro. It's like we just drink that day. But all right.
And now it's time for the last beer of the week. Beer of the week. For episode 12. So now that we finished all 4 of them, I think I'm ready to give my rating. I don't know. Are you ready to give your rating, Lager?
I think I am. So we have to rate first the watermelon.
Watermelon, then pineapple, and then your final rating of the 4.
All right, go for it. Oh yeah, I'll start with a watermelon. Watermelon was so good. I feel like it was almost perfect in some ways. And I almost want to give it. I almost want to give it a 9.
Damn, that's a pretty high rating.
Because I like it. Like, to be fair, I'm maybe biased with the lemonades, but this. So I'm like, I was already liking them before. There's just like a really good upgrade to it. Where like watermelon is just a good flavor. So I'll give it a 9. I'll give it 9. Bullet Seeds Pokemon, the move, or the Pokemon move. I'll do 9 Bullet Seeds for me.
Okay. For watermelon?
Watermelon, yeah.
Alright, for me, I think watermelon was pretty solid as well. I think it probably was my favorite flavor. I think for me, I'm gonna have to give it 8 Harry Styles out of 10. for that watermelon sugar.
Dude, the thing, you don't even listen to where you
I hate that song. I hate that song, but I can't not get that. Shout out to my boy.
Shout out to
that's for watermelon.
Yeah.
For pineapple. Pineapple's a little disappointing.
Yeah? I agree.
It was good, but I feel like we should have done that one like second.
Yeah, we didn't.
Third.
We definitely.
It was underwhelming having it as the last flavor.
The thing is, it's because pineapple flavor is always usually S tier in terms of like drinks and mixed drinks. Because pineapple juice is so good. It's just for everything. But so what would be your rating then? Like how? Do
you remember what I rated strawberry? I'm struggling here. I don't remember if it was a 7 or a 6. Okay, 6. I was thinking a 6. I think pineapple was as good as strawberry. I think I like strawberry a little bit more, but not too much. Whereas, like, I don't think it's the same rating.
So, would you upgrade or strawberry to that or no?
Yeah. Or I kind of think I'm thinking my ratings. I'm thinking strawberry might be a 7 compared to pineapple. I think pineapple is definitely a 6.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think it's gonna be 6 pina coladas.
You got the pina coladas.
What do you think? I had to build up the suspense for it, y todo. Yeah, 6 pina coladas out of 10. What about you? What are you thinking about the pineapple?
So I think this is actually the time that we're going to deviate because I still liked it more than the strawberry.
Really?
I actually did like it way more than the strawberry. Or like, I feel like the strawberry at times was a bit sort of artificial in tasting, despite them saying real juice. But it's like you can't escape it with alcohol. Pineapple just reminds me of this pineapple starburst, more than strawberry reminds me of the strawberry starburst. So that's something that's a big plus. And so I'll probably give the Truly's pineapple lemonade a 7 Naruto hairs out of 10 because that bitch is a pineapple.
The real ones know.
But yeah, so I guess that kind of shows my order. I'll start with the order.
Yeah, do your order from the bottom.
F tier is F tier is lemonade. C tier is strawberry. B tier is pineapple, and then A tier is watermelon. That's my favorite. That's my order.
For me, F tier lemonade, C tier pineapple, B tier strawberry, and S tier watermelon. Watermelon.
Watermelon, yeah. Would you say it's A or S tier?
I think it's an S tier. Honestly, I really like the watermelon.
I think I'm gonna skip with my A tier though, but
I skipped A tier.
I probably go to grow to love it, to be honest. But so that was it. Episode 12 of the Stout and Lager podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Like and subscribe if you really like listening to us just talk about life, and and follow along to what we enjoy to do. And comment down below if you have any. If you have any drink ideas, drink specials you guys want to do, comment down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. And Stout and Lager signing off.
Yes, sir. See you on the next one. Beep.